Hello, Louisiana something reviews. We have Howdy Do. Homestyle. Thank you for buying this. Homestyle Hardbrew tea, tip and sip.
Tip and sip.
It says, ain't no time like a good time. And if, they need a comma there, but, and if you are holding this can, that's exactly what you are in for. 16 ounces of great tasting and refreshing goodness awaits you. You've worked hard. Now it's time to play hard. Howdy do.
Okay,
John
so
Rich.
we all know where this is going. This is a parody on the old redneck country thing, where everyone's ignorant and they have their own little special lingo that they all go by. So this is coming in at 8.0% alcohol, 16 ounce. I picked this up at Walmart for $1.99 a can. I figured, why not? Let's try it out. Jay, you said this is a beer-based product.
Well, okay, there's some yes or no with that. And I heard Jerry driving up with that Ford Power Stroke. Okay, brewed in just I heard. All right, brewed and canned for Redneck Spirits Group LLC of Louisville, Kentucky. Now it says on the bottom here it's brewed by Big Kettle Brewing Company of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Big Kettle Brewing, so it's got a craft beer company to make it. And it was packaged on April 4th, 2022. But here's the ingredients. And here's the thing that you got to think about. It uses carbonated water. That's beer, you know, carbonated water. Sugar. From what? Beets, sugar cane, we don't know. Alcohol from cold brewed sugar.
Wait, what? Alcohol from cold brewed sugar.
Yeah. That's what it says. Brewed black tea extract, natural flavor, phosphoric acid, sodium benzoate, which is a preservative, it says, and potassium sorbate, a preservative.
Damn, son, look at the calories on this.
370 calories.
370 for a 16 ounce.
Now,
You'd be blowing all up.
if you read the U.S. government websites, beer has to come from malt,
Right.
barley malt. But then if you keep reading, it says, or the following substitutes. Sugar, corn, and then they list like 20 different things. So you have to make beer from barley malt. Or these
Isn't
other,
whiskey made from corn?
it could be, or wheat.
Who knows? This is where we start getting blurred lines with things. All right, and then it advertises it's a tea.
So what the government is saying is you have to make beer from barley unless you want to make it from something else. And they listed like 20 other things you can make it from.
Come on, a little bit more. Come on, this is not a 12 ounce. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I have a feeling that's going to be filled all the way to the top. Huh. How did I not know that?
Hey, look, you missed out on all the dregs of the tea.
I'm good.
Well, you can't.
A little more. Come on. I know there's some in there.
Oh, there's some.
Stop. Stop.
Now you got the dregs. Well, let me wait. Be quiet. Let me.
I did tell you to stop. Just for record, kids.
Y'all hear that fizz? Now, I can see that this was not filtered.
No.
It has literally chunks of tea leaves in it.
Jeez. Look at that. So the appearance is iced tea. If you brew some black tea.
With the tea in it.
Yeah. Or you go mixing it from the can like some people do. You'll wind up with this colored tea.
But not with the chunks.
No, not with the chunks because they come in a tea bag or, you know, you do it in a filter.
Not much aroma.
No, it smells like tea.
Yeah.
It smells like tea. Just following what they're saying. So, cheers. Let's go ahead and taste it, see what it's all about.
I've never had it in my life.
Me either. First I saw it today, I was like, hey, why not?
Oh, and if you go to Walmart, they do have Redneck Riviera whiskey, blended whiskey, and I think a bourbon.
Wow, it tastes like sweet tea.
With carbonation in it.
It tastes like sweet tea. If you ever had Southern sweet tea without lemon, this is exactly what it tastes like.
But it's not overly sweet.
Well, you've never had sweet tea.
Yes, I have. I've gotten it at Wendy's.
Because indeed, I've had sweet tea from people that make sweet tea, not Wendy's. And that's what this tastes like. It tastes like sweet tea. It's actually not as sweet as some of the sweet tea I've had.
Well, I was expecting it to be terrible, but actually I'm pretty impressed that it has the chunks of tea in it. I don't know why they wouldn't filter it out. It's kind of weird, but you know why? Because they know people are going to drink straight from the can. They're not going to pour it in a glass and look at it.
Yeah, it's got some fragments floating around.
Some. Yeah, some fragments, like about 100 million.
If you like sweet tea, this is right up your alley.
Right, and it's actually made with tea and a whole lot of sugar.
And a whole lot of sugar.
But it doesn't really taste that sugary.
Sweet tea is full of sugar.
I know, I get that point. I'm saying this particular product does not taste that sugary. In fact, the Optimum in some ways had more sweetness than this.
Indeed it did.
You said it tastes like candy sugar.
Yeah, like a confectioner's sugar.
Yeah, the confectioner's sugar,
Right.
which they use in baking. Well,
It's very drinkable too.
I'm surprised. I was expecting to just dog it. And what did I say before we started the video? I said, well, if we don't like it, we can just dump it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not gonna
just
erase
give
the
it-
video.
Just give it like some mediocre. So you're an expert at trying things like this. I'm kind of not.
I guess I am an expert. For bad or worse. What was the newest atrocity that came out?
I like it. It's everything it's advertised to be, and I like the fancy play on the whole redneck parody that goes on with it.
Yeah, but at least it's not from like New Jersey trying to mimic that. It is from Kentucky at least.
And then somebody in Georgia makes it.
Somebody in Georgia makes it. Correct. It's not like an office in New York City and want some more.
That's it. Nope. No, I'm good. I'm good. It's just nothing but tea leaves left. Enjoy. I kind of left mine in the glass.
I'm gonna go with an A. I can't believe it.
I'm gonna give it an A too.
I'm gonna have to buy a bottle
Number
for a solo.
Okay. Get plenty of that.
Yeah.
Get
I
the
saw
very
that
first
this
one.
morning when I was at Walmart buying a 30 pack. Buying a 30 pack of natural ice.
How much?
You were just there. You didn't see it was 24. Well, I bought the last one. It was $20.49.
It's a good price.
Of course, they'll probably bring more. They've been the bulk. You know what a bulk merchandiser is? You ever heard that term?
Yeah.
He told me. He said they bring in just an enormous amount of bricks. They call them, and they're gone overnight.
Yeah.
Walmart.
It's the deal.
And he said there's one guy in this parish every week, or maybe twice a month, he buys 5 30 packs for $20.49. Now he might own a company and he might treat his workers with this after work or something, but he's buying 5 at a time.
So you're spending a little more than $100
Yeah, and he was like,
on 150 cans of beer.
yeah, and he said the guy was like,
That's a deal.
yeah, and he said the guy was going off on him. He
It's
was
like, what, 75 cents a can?
Yeah, and he said the guy was going off on him. He was like, when I come in here to buy my natural ice, I want it on the shelf. You know, like, why isn't that on the shelf? And he was like, well, I'm talking to the salesperson and they need to bring more in. They're not realizing that it's moving, you know.
Right.
And all the distributor does is call Houston, Texas and say, make this much more. You know, they'll make it, you know. So
Right.
he said he tried to talk to the person.
Not
said,
make more, deliver more. Like the bulk truck would come in with more to the distributor.
Yeah, but like he's saying to his person, you gotta order a lot. You're not gonna over order, okay? It's not gonna get stuck. It's not gonna go out of date. You just need to have them on the shelf at all times.
And that's natural ice.
Natural ice.
I think out of all the ice beers I've tried, that one's got the weakest flavor. Ish.
I used to buy the Keystone Ice at Walmart, but since they discontinued
I
it,
like the Keystone Ice. I miss it. I thought that was a really great beer.
they discontinued
It
it.
had a little bit more flavor to it. Natural ice is kind of flavor-ish, and I'm only basing that off of, like, you like the natural ice. I like the natural light.
I buy natural ice because that's what I have to get. I cannot get Keystone Ice because it's no longer in existence.
Oh.
And it was an ale.
He likes
also.
the alcohol punch. I like to have the beer. So to me, the
Oh,
4.2%,
Oh, I see where we're going.
the 4.2% versus
Okay.
versus the 5.9. Now I still enjoy an ice beer every now and then, and I'll pick some up. But as far as like go to or something like that, I'm gonna go with something that's real low alcohol. Just because I just kind of enjoy drinking a beer every now and then.
so I need the alcohol is what you're trying to say. Why don't you move out the way so people can see this? Okay. Oh, so I need all this. That's what you're trying to say. I need this. Oh, okay.
I didn't buy that. This isn't my house. Oh wait, turn the camera that way. Do, do, do.
Oh, well, we don't need to
There's
really, we
more.
don't need to show that. I'm gonna start going to meetings where they do taste.
program for that.
Actually, I will go to the meetings if they do taste challenges. All right. So anyway, so laissez les bon temps relais. I'm gonna say 95 on this. A 9.5 out of 10. It's really surprisingly good.
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give it a little higher than you. I'm gonna go to 96. And if we had half scores, I'd give it 96.5. To me, this is really good. I love the way it just mimics sweet tea. It just tastes like a sweet tea. If you know what a southern sweet tea is, if anybody in the Georgia, Florida, Carolinas area, maybe Alabama, Mississippi, whatever, that little corner, everyone knows what sweet tea is. And if you see this, let us know. You know, make a comment. This tastes just like sweet tea, where it's just like cane sugar, sweet with that tea backbone on it.
Now makes me want to try the Walmart's, not Walmart, because a lot of people sell it. What am I saying? The Redneck Riviera whiskey. I know where to buy it. What I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it makes me want to try the whiskey too. I mean, if they turn out a product that's this good, and hey, this kid here don't always like that. If y'all have seen the reviews through the years, I've often made comments about some of the stuff that Jay does, which I don't want to try, but you know, and a lot of times some of the stuff he does, I try, I'm just like, nah, I don't like it, even after I try it. But this one's top notch. I would highly recommend this. Thank you. What's the name of the company again?
Redneck Riviera.
Thank you, Redneck Riviera, and whoever brewed this for you in Georgia, you did a great job. I would definitely highly recommend this.
Big Kettle Brewing.
Big Kettle Brewing, thank you.
And
You did an awesome job.
I wouldn't be shocked if Redneck Riviera is some subsidiary of some bigger company, you know, but oh well, whatever. We're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Georgia and tour the Big Kettle Brewing Company brewery.
Drink better beers, kids.